Hey, Eddie and AutoGamerNode.com. Today we're taking a look at a little bit older game. It's a cooperative game from Academy Games, designed by Brian Meyer, and it's a historical game a little bit. It's Freedom the Underground Railroad, and this is a game that will see players working together to move slaves, represented by cubes, from southern plantations in the years between 1800 and 1865 to Canada to their freedom, moving through various locations along the way in the rural South and in the cities of the North, and trying to avoid slave catchers before they're put back in the slave market and sent back to the southern plantations. You have to free a certain number of slaves before you lose a certain number of slaves in each game. And there's a countdown. You only have so much time. You do get stronger as the game goes on, able to move more and more, faster and faster, but it's hard, and you'll struggle, and it kind of makes you feel bad. But let's take a look at it on the table, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so that's Freedom the Underground Railroad, and it's an excellent cooperative game, and it's a very strong puzzle that's really hard to figure out, when you're moving those slave catchers back and forth as you push your slaves further and further north. You'll find yourself really focusing hard and kind of brain burning and trying not to lose any slaves, but it's inevitable that you do. And it's tough to sort of decide that it's okay to lose a cube or lose a slave and have them sent back. And then eventually you'll have to make decisions that will lead to your slaves not having space in those plantations and them being lost to the lost slaves area. And the more that you play, the greater a sense of urgency you'll have, and the more tension will build in this game. And it's really good, and I prefer it to some other cooperative games. I like this idea of trying to beat this puzzle, this thing, this trap with all these moving parts, as opposed to playing against a board where cubes randomly come out or where cards flip and things happen. Here you know exactly what's going to happen. The slave catchers are coming for you, and you have to kind of outsmart the artificial intelligence that the game mechanisms set up for you. And you have to use all your resources, those railroad tokens and those fundraising tokens and those abolitionist cards, and the abilities of your player characters. And everything really works together well, and it feels really good when you win, and it feels really bad when you lose. But I think that makes it a very, very good game. I want to give this a 4 out of 5. This is a commendable game, and while it doesn't exactly give you a full lecture on the history of slavery, I think it does enough to not trivialize this era in history, and I don't think that turning it into a game in this case is a bad thing. I think it's done with respect and intention, and it's built in a very thoughtful way that really works. So 4 out of 5 from me, Freedom the Underground Railroad from Academy Games. If you get a chance to play it, definitely do, and maybe even pick one up. Thanks for watching. I'm Eddie and Zotto. If you like our videos, please do give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification icon so you see all our new videos as they come out. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and keep your ears open for the GamerNode Show podcast on iTunes and Stitcher. Until next time, have fun out there.